Yo, what's good, Gritty Gang? It's Gritty back with another video. Today's video, we're going to be going over the spring summer fashion trends of 2020. So like I've said in previous videos, this spring summer season makes it a bit hard to dress how you want to dress because you're only restricted to less layers. So it's kind of hard to make clothes your focus when you can't wear as much of them. But I'm going to show y'all some trends and hopefully some tips that will make it a bit easier for your spring summer wardrobe. So we're going to use the same type of structure as I've used in my previous videos, where I'll pretty much break down like prints and colors, different materials and designs, which will probably include like tops, shorts, different kind of variations of those, and then probably just footwear and accessories. We're going to kind of stay along the lines of lightweight materials and what I think you will be able to layer with when it comes to just dressing and not making your outfit look so plain. So stay tuned, watch the full video. Also make sure you go ahead and follow my Instagram, because of course there will be a bunch of spring summer outfits on there, so you guys can get some inspiration or maybe see how I mix and match pieces. So we're first going to start off with prints and colors, and the first color I want to start off with is pink. Y'all can see I'm wearing it right now, but I think pink will definitely be one of those vibes for this spring summer. It kind of adds like a nice cool vibe, so it's not like a harsh red or anything like that. It's just like a nice light spring summery feel that just like hits in the sun. You don't look like you're hot when you're wearing it, so I think it will definitely be one of those vibes. I think mint or like that like soft blue color will definitely be a vibe in there too. Doesn't necessarily have to be like a strong mint. I think it just like it has to be in that like greenish bluish type of vibe. I think that's definitely gonna be one of those spring summer colors. Next up, we have a couple of colors that are kind of like fall-ish colors, but I think they for some reason have crept their way into this spring summer season. I think orange will be one of those colors. Orange always seems to find its way into that spring look just because it's a bright poppy color and it gives a lot of contrast to your outfits. I think olive will find its way in there as well. I think olive always seems to find its way into that bottoms category. So whenever you're wearing like a cool or lighter colored top, I think contrasting it with an olive color always seems to work. I think brown is another one of those fallish colors that will come in handy when it comes to this season, because you can also have different variations of it. You can have like a lighter brown, like that caramel type color brown, or you can have like a real dark brown, which will probably be used for your bottoms and stuff like that. I think red will find its way in there. Red is like a mutual color within all the seasons, so it always finds its way in there. And I think it's a lot of people just look good in red, and it's really like bold and it has that pop, so that would definitely be one of them. But when it comes to prints, I think prints will definitely be a huge vibe, especially animal print. Now, we're not just talking about all types of different wild animal prints. I think specifically prints like leopard will be in. I think prints like snake will be in, and those are probably the more dominant ones that you can see in like a matching set. So you can usually see like an all leopard print, or even if they're two separate leopard prints, I think it will still kind of go together. Same with snake print. We've also seen a lot of snake print from brands like Aleeks, with like mixing like a leather or like, you know what I'm saying? It's that snake print would definitely be a vibe. Like I just mentioned, coordinating tops and bottoms will definitely be a thing, whether it's like a nice button-up shirt or like some shorts. I think that matching set, even if it's not wild prints, it will still be like matching set colors. So I think that will be something to look out for as well. Now moving on to categories, we have design and materials. Now I think this is the most important one, because when you're dressing and you can't really wear anything but like a t-shirt and shorts, or maybe just like a short sleeve shirt or something like that, you really want to make sure that it pops out, because when you're just wearing something kind of like flat and plain, it kind of doesn't add any depth to your outfit. But with that being said, I think one of the huge things that will be going on for the spring summer will be like this reworked vintage look. Vintage has been a huge thing, especially with like reselling vintage and stuff like that. You guys can see a lot of people selling like archive pieces, but I think reworked vintage is one of those things that will definitely add a lot of spice to something simple like a t-shirt. Like for example, I have a shirt that has like it's a base t-shirt, but then it has like these long sleeves that are reworked from a different shirt and just like kind of patched together. So I think that will be definitely one of those things to look out for. You'll probably see it a lot in like these reseller thrift places. I know they have a lot of those out in LA. There's actually a specific store that carries stuff like that. So I think that would definitely be a vibe. You also might want to rework stuff in your crib and learn a little DIY or something like that. So that'd definitely be a move. Next up in design, we have pockets. Now, like I was saying earlier, to add some spice and some depth to your outfit, I think pockets will definitely be a vibe. vibe. I've definitely seen a lot of different designers putting a lot of pockets on shirts, whether it be button-ups or just regular t-shirts. You always see that pocket in there to kind of like add something for your eye to like travel around, you feel me? It will be very prominent in things like vests and especially shorts. That whole like cargo shorts wave is definitely going to be something very important. I'm probably going to make a whole video on shorts because I feel like that's one of those things that you really need to make a staple in your wardrobe. Some different places that you can get them. I know Alix makes like a multi-pocket short that's like an all black color. I know Represent has like some fire ones coming out. I've been really like following along with them. And also like Rude makes a lot of shorts that have like that cargo pocket that kind of hangs along the side, so it adds a different look and aesthetic to your outfit. Of course you can get them at like a lot like more affordable places like Urban Outfitters. You have Minimal, you have ASOS, just a bunch of different places that just kind of carry a trending type of short that you can get for a more affordable price. But along the topics of shorts, one thing that I have seen becoming a trend, especially when it comes down to different like fashion shows that we've seen happen already, I think one of the biggest trends is like short shorts. For some reason, like short shorts is a vibe. I know it looks really good with like those matching sets, but I personally probably won't have my shorts that short. I kind of like to just stay around that right above the knee area, but I think cropping them a little bit higher is going to be something that we're going to see more often. By the way, where I get a lot of these trends is just by watching the previous season of designer, because like they kind of release the spring summer season and like the fall, so you can kind of see what's coming up next, and that kind of leads to what influencers or what the streets are actually wearing. So I feel like the streets pick up the trends, or like they take the trends from the designer and then they make it the trend, if that makes sense. But anyway, like I'll leave all links down in the description of where I'm getting this information from. But like I said, you're definitely going to want to pay attention to the shorts. Nylon shorts, those like swim trunk type vibe shorts will definitely be in. Just keeping it nice, cool, and lightweight. Now moving on to the tops, one of the things that will be a vibe is tank tops. Now I'm not talking about these like really skinny tank tops. I personally think that things like those like cutoff sleeves, I guess, is that, yeah, it's like a cutoff sleeve, right? But like those cutoff sleeves with like some big graphics, maybe you'll just have some text in the back or something like that. But I think staying towards that looks a lot more stylish than like those regular like surfer type tank tops or beaters, I guess you could say. So I think just adding that extra material adds a little bit more of a fashionable look, more than like a functionable look, I guess you could say, but it's still functionable while being fashionable. And that's the point of this video, but we're gonna go ahead and move on. I think transparent tops will definitely be a huge trend this year. I've seen a lot of different designers. I think Louis Vuitton has some, Dior has some, just a bunch of different designers have this translucent, almost like mesh top type of look. We've also seen previous in the last summer that Jean Paul Gaultier mesh shirt has really become a huge trend. I think those will come back just by default. I think people still have those in their arsenal, so that will probably come out. It's a lot easier to wear a long sleeve mesh shirt than like a long sleeve cotton shirt. But with that being said, keeping that functionality, I think open shirts will definitely be a vibe. So shirts like these button-up shirts, but with them really open, I think just like showing the chest off kind of exposes all the nice jewelry that you're wearing for the spring summer, which is definitely a huge part of your outfit. Now with these open shirts, I think materials such as satin will be a huge trend, just because that shinier, shimmier feel kind of like looks nice and it gleams nice in the light. So when you're at the beach or if you're at like a pool party or something, you kind of just look like you a little bit more expensive, you feel me? It kind of flows nice, kind of fits the body nice. So I think that would definitely be a vibe. Keeping along the lines of materials, I think leather will be a huge material. Now you're probably thinking like, yo, how are you gonna wear leather when it's like 90 degrees outside? Now look, on those chillier days, I think leather adds a nice pop to certain colors like those mints, lighter reds, those light blues, you know what I'm saying? So I think leather kind of gives a nice compliment. You can even do like you can even wear like a leather button down. I'm sure like somebody makes like a leather button down or something like that, but just leather accessories. I think just leather with that like, it's almost like a flat, shiny look when it comes to leather. So I think that really adds like a different like pop to your outfit. Also think denim will be a huge material, that denim on denim look. We already know like that vintage denim vibe is definitely going around. So I think if it's not just the bottoms, I think it will be the tops as well, and they will mix it with like a couple of different pieces here and there. So moving on, we have footwear. Now footwear is very, very important when it comes to this season, because it's like you have your whole outfit, and then to finish it off, you have to have a nice pair of shoes. You feel me? So I think one of the shoes, or a couple of the shoes that will be really, really dominant as far as trends go, is going to be like your Dunk Lows, your Nike SBs. Those are like huge right now. We've seen like a lot of different collaborations with different music artists, just different like art in general. So I think that is going to be a huge, huge thing. The low tops, the high tops. Also within that same vibe, you have the Jordan 1s, you have Jordan 1 lows now. And I think just that whole look is going to be what people are going for. Of course, you have your everyday staples that will never go out of style no matter what spring season it is. You will have like your white Air Force Ones, you'll have like your Vans, you have like your Converse, your Chucks. All those type of shoes will definitely be in style, but like I think that just that dunk look is like heavy right now. Now I can't be a spring summer wardrobe without your sandals. Yo, sandals are extremely important because it adds like a lightweight element to the whole entire outfit no matter what you're wearing. Now, some of the slides that I think will be very, very dominant is those Yeezy slides, bruh. Now when those slides came out, I remember a lot of people were like, oh, those look like gel slides, they look like this, they look like that. But I've seen them everywhere now, like I mean absolutely everywhere, and I think they look really cool when it comes to that simple upper but like that really rigid bottom. I think that's what really gravitates people toward that sandal. They also have a lot of nice monochromatic colors. They have like tan, brown, olive green. By the way, all the colors that I mentioned will be in, but I think that like overall will just look dope. You feel me? So definitely pick you up a pair of Yeezy slides if you can. I haven't yet. I will probably come across them at some point, but I think those will be a vibe. Also, you got like Sweet Coat, you got your Vism slides, you got what's another one, you got like your Teva slides. All of those will definitely be in. Sweet Coat personally is my favorite. I have about 4 pair of them joints. Y'all always ask me about them, but those are definitely like a vibe. They are nice and chunky, which I believe is why they look so good and why they gravitate to people so much. They also have different brands that carry different chunkier slides that I think will be dope as well. I think the ones with the straps all over them, they have those from Sweet Coke, they have them from Doc Martens, but as long as you can keep like that big strap aesthetic with that chunkier like bottom, I think you'll be straight. Now lastly, we have accessories. Now with your accessories, you have to go crazy because that is almost your only source of layering when it comes to spring summer. So you have things like sunglasses and shades. Now one of the things that I think will definitely be really, really dominant is these rimless shades. Like they have like this sleek rimless look. They usually have like some type of fade from like top to bottom in the shades, but I think those are going to be a huge thing for this spring summer. I also think just those chunky shades in general, whether it be like square, whether it be, I don't know, like they've been using some crazy like octagon, like triangle shapes, but as long as you just like stay away from like clout goggles, you feel me, you'll probably be straight. But I think those will be a vibe. Also, they have like those Oakley shades that have like those really like cool futuristic looks. They have like these crazy iridescent shades on them, and just things like that I think will definitely be a vibe. You have your translucent glasses as well that has translucent frames. That has like a cool lightweight vibe to your entire outfit. Now speaking of translucent, we also have jewelry. Now one of those huge things that's going on right now, and I think Christopher Kites was one of those people that really like dominated that area, is these translucent jewelry chains. Now you have different things like these curb link chokers and such, and they just are clear. But for some reason, like it looks so fire when it comes to like these spring summer outfits, because you can have that clear look and then you can have a pendant on it that's not clear, so it kind of like all looks dope. I will definitely put up pictures so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But moving on, we have rigs, harnesses, and vests. I think those are one of those things that definitely adds a pop to a t-shirt, because when you wear a t-shirt, sometimes like it's just so plain, yo, and you're like, why does my outfit not pop? And it's usually because you're just missing something small that goes across your body or on your shoulder or something. So I think a lot of different rigs, like I think Prada makes a fire, it's like some type of harness bag, but it has like the one side, I think Uzi was wearing it in one of his pics, but That joint is absolutely crazy. Of course, you have different things like Aleeks that makes a lot of different buckles and harnesses that look dope. They even have like different side bags and such. Vests, of course, are always going to be in, but I think it won't be like that fishing vest. I think people will gravitate towards things that are more like a harness. You feel me? We then have belts, which there are such a huge variety of belts and such a huge variety of places you can get belts, but that is kind of one of those things that like maybe you want to tuck your shirt in to add like a little bit of more flair to your outfit. And then lastly, we have shoulder bags and tote bags. Now these are very important because if you don't have a harness or a vest, this will always like add something to your outfit, and it will actually add some functionality because now you can carry things that you can't carry in these lightweight pockets. Half the time you don't want to put things in your pockets because when you're wearing shorts, it like looks super bulky if you have a lot of things in your pocket. I think just a bag will just look good in general. Like it will add an extra element, like I was saying, across the body, on your shoulder. And then like especially if you have like a cool cargo bag. This is one place that carries bags that like look really cool. I'm supposed to be getting a bag from them as well, but yeah, bags, tote bags, definitely a vibe. But that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you go down and smash the like button. Also subscribe if you haven't yet. But that is pretty much it for the video. I will be back to you guys with more. Peace.
I've been overseas going crazy.